Let's start with your reading, Capricorn. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Keep in mind that the energies go both ways. Feel free to interpret the direction of the messages as it best resonate with your own personal situation. Also, I am selecting people for free personal readings. Keep watching to know how to get selected. Now let's see what messages we have for you today. What's going on, Capricorn? Oh, nice. All right, we end with the sun, but we start with the moon. So what you're seeing right here is definitely an energy that talks about frustration, overall frustration for something that you feel out of control of. And I mean, let's face it, as a Capricorn, you enjoy being in control. You enjoy knowing where things are going and understanding how to move into a situation which can turn out what you want it to be, can transform and can be built in what you envision. Or if it can't, as long as you know it, you can move forward, you can move on and find whatever it is that you're looking for elsewhere. Right here, instead, we see that this situation right now, it's starting to become a little too heavy for you. There is something right here that you have been working on, whether it's a project, a relationship, an overall achievement and situation into your life, but you are failing to see the results, at least at this point in time. Regardless of what we're going to say next after these two cards, please remind yourself that we are going towards the sun. And so just keep in mind that things are already about to start to get so much better. Other than that, what we see right here is just an overall frustration because you don't see what's really going on. In the moon card, you don't have enough light. And overall, there are things that are happening to you which can be very frustrating, especially right next to that Seven of Pentacles. Something must have happened here which didn't turn out to be as good as an investment as you thought at first. So we'll see what this is going to be. But overall, Capricorn, I see what you are going through right now. You're always trying to be that emperor, right? Always in control. Always to be the person who is fine, who is strong. But we see that this emperor has actually a broken heart. He is experiencing this heartbreak within themselves, and it's not easy. And sometimes you are so demanding of yourself, especially with the emperor energy right here. You do not want for things to waste your time. You do not want to experience setbacks. Therefore, you tend to internalize everything so that it's not going to impact your outer world. Right here, in a way, I see someone who's not even admitting certain feelings, certain disappointments, because once you say them out loud, at that point, it becomes real, doesn't it? And so I see here a lot of internalizing and trying to appear as this super strong person. And although that's fine, what you maybe are failing to see here is that sometimes go through these feelings actually helps you becoming even stronger later on. So right here, we see that overall you might be keeping busy. You keep busy because you do not want to look into a situation that right now you cannot explain yet. Right here, maybe at some point you're being also angry. You have just tried to react to that heartbreak, to that disappointment in a way or another. But I do feel that here, what we see right here, whether it's happening right now or soon in the future, that anger is going to go away. And what it's left behind is just an overall disappointment, maybe some sadness. And there is something here that you have to deal with, to understand, because if you do so, you will be able to soon get to exactly whatever it is that here you were wanting to see and that didn't happen. There is something beautiful, good news, and a turning point coming up for you, which will make it all worth it. But right now, you are still in the journey, you're still in the process, and you need to make sure that you do not push away the things that you cannot understand, but instead you try to analyze them and you're trying to see why certain things might have been happening right now. What's going on in this situation? Why am I having to go through this? Now, in your past position, 10 of Wands, I do believe here that perhaps at some point you just took your things and left. I see right here someone who has given a lot of baggage by someone else, by someone maybe who you were trusting. This is clearly something that made you decide to just disappear. And I have seen you doing that before, where sometimes you don't even want to get into the argument. Depending on who you're having that discussion with, you sometimes feel that with certain people, it's not even worth it to go there, to spend time, clarify the way you feel, letting them understand why you do or say certain things, because you feel that they wouldn't understand. And so in that case, you just disappear. You just decide, you know what, it's not going to work out. I'm just going to go. And perhaps that's exactly what happened here. But on your journey, on your way out from that door, I see that maybe there are things that you wanted to say, things that you wanted to express. And often that little element, that little action of just telling someone how hurt you are, it's actually very liberating, Capricorn. It has a very powerful impact on how we are going to feel afterwards. And so if you still have the chance, you might want to consider talking about what you feel, why you feel a certain way, and perhaps what you are expecting still from the situation and from this person. But overall, your focus is to move on, to walk away from negativity at least. You do not want to be sucked into a situation that it's going to impact your overall growth. Not just in love, but in life. You have plans, you have things you want to focus on, things you want to build for yourself, and hopefully with someone who you love. But you do not want for that person to block this possibility for you. You know, right here with the Eight of Cups, I do see someone who feels like trust has been broken. I don't know why I see this in this card, but it's clear. You're thinking it takes so long to build trust. And in a moment, it can be gone just like that. And so right here, your fear is that even if you were to reconnect with this person, you would always wonder where they go, who they're talking to. Every time that they might be on their phone, wondering who they're texting. And so overall, that's a huge baggage to carry around. And at the same time, what you're seeing here is how in this card, you're walking towards the sun right here. And so although the situation might be awful right now, it definitely sucks. You have to keep in mind that your journey, actually, you have to keep in mind that this is not your destination. This is your journey towards the destination, which surprisingly, it's actually showing up here. I was not expecting it, given everything that you're going through, but obviously, this is taking you to an outcome that right now you're not even hoping for anymore, given everything that is going on. So we will see what that's going to be. Now, very important, in your strength position, the King of Swords. I think that you're usually pretty good at this anyway, but what this card is inviting you to do is to be protective of yourself and don't feel too much Whenever you think about this person, this situation, do not let your heart wander, because it might take you to places where you decide to do things or to say things that, with a clearer mind, you might regret. And so there is something coming up here, maybe a temptation, which you will have to handle with the energy of this King of Swords. This is an energy that talks about head over heart, just being fair to yourself. And if someone has done something that is not really making you feel good about yourself, then for now at least, put some distance in between you and that person, you and that situation. There is some sort of persuasion here. Maybe some sort of mental power manipulation, something like that, which you will have to be able to handle. And Capricorn, you got this. You know how to do this. And so the only thing that I see here is keep focusing on your path. You know very well the things that resonate with who you are and who you want to be, with your expectations especially, and the things that don't. Sometimes we tend to revisit or go back to people and environments as well that are not a match with us, because we think that that's our only possibility to find happiness, to find love. But that's not true, regardless of your age, regardless of what you think your limitations are, that it's not going to be the last opportunity to be happy and to find love. Why do I say that? I mean, do you see these two upcoming cards? First of all, supporting all of this reading and all of these messages, the Empress. And what does this card tell you? Do whatever feels good, whatever makes your body feel good. Whenever you feel that maybe talking to this person might give you some adrenaline rush and some instant validation, but you know that the moment that that conversation is over, you're going to regret it, you're going to feel the heartbreak again, then it's your body saying, Capricorn, this is not what you should do. But there is something right here which is going to come up, and it's going to make you feel so good. The Empress, a deep connection that you were not expecting at all. This is your heart bonded with someone who's coming up now, with a situation that it's forming around you right before your eyes, and you cannot see it yet because you are in the moon energy, but not for long. What I love about this card is that whenever you have that energy, you feel good in your body. You feel good to be who you are, you know, without excuses, without having to justify yourself or to fit a label in order to make someone else's feeling good around you. Hell no. This is not what you're meant to do. That's not your path. And it's really important to see here how you're going to feel super loved. You're going to feel also that every decision that you've made up to this point was the right decision. In other words, you're going to feel proud of yourself to having resisted some sort of temptation that it's definitely coming up from this person. And that it's going to be what's coming up. It's going to be the reward for your strength. You are absolutely a powerful person. I see it here. You can achieve things that a lot of people just dream about. And you need to be rewarded, and you will be rewarded. Coming towards you in the near future, the sun. And honestly, not only this is the most beautiful card in the deck, but it's exactly the opposite from everything that you found frustrating. This is warmth, is expansion, is positivity, is achievements, is love and affection. You feeling confident, you thinking to yourself, you know what? Life is good. I'm happy. I'm truly happy. And not just short-term happiness, excitement, adrenaline rush. No. Long-term happiness. You see your whole path in front of you. You see your future. And honestly, I am so excited for you and for me. I am a Capricorn, so that's really good news, really good to know. But now let's see what this sun is about. You know, what's important to know is that the situation is absolutely about to get better. and you have a task right here. You got some homework to do. But if you follow the right path, even if it's hard, you know already that it's going to take you to a major achievement. This is almost like saying no to a $10,000 check, for example. You say no to that, and then you keep going and you get to $1 million check. Right here, there is definitely something that will feel like winning the lottery, something so random that it's happening to you, and it's going to change everything. So let's see what that sun energy is representing. What should you expect in your near future, and how it's going to impact the evolution of your situation, of your energy in the distant future as well. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Capricorn, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every week I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a free personal reading. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. For now, stay tuned for the extended preview that comes right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Capricorn, and thank you so much for deciding to support the channel. Now, what we're seeing right here is definitely a situation where at first you are really too demanding of yourself. You need to be kind to yourself, to understand that we all go through times in life when we feel stronger and times where we feel weaker, and it does not impact your overall outcome. The weak moments do not define who you are. What defines who you are is your persistence, is your hunger to just keep going and find what you truly want and what you truly are destined to, which is the sun, is not this moon, and it's coming towards you. Now we see that this is going to be overall a turning point into your life. And so in order to help out throughout the journey, a journey that feels very complicated, let's see where this journey is taking you, so you have something to look forward to. Let's see with the sun what you should expect to happen in the near future. Wow. Wow. That is coming full speed. Oh, that's such a beautiful message. Sorry that I get so excited, but this is going to be life-changing. Now we get the confirmation, and it's going to really put you on a completely different trajectory. So